My name is Genesis Pimentel Lugo, and I'm a Central High School graduate. I came to the United States in 2014 from the Dominican Republic. The first school that I attended was Gilbert Stewart. I was placed into the 7th grade in an ESL classroom. One of the difficulties I faced when I started school was adapting. I didn't know how to speak English back then, and it was difficult for me to navigate the school system. When I started school, I didn't know English at all. The teachers expected way more of me than I could give them because the language barrier was huge, and I don't think that's something that they could understand. They thought that I didn't know English because I didn't want to, but it was because I didn't know. What motivated me to keep going was being a first generation student of color, my family, because they made a lot of sacrifices for me to come here. In my family, there's not that many people who have gone to school, and the ones that have gone haven't finished. So I just kept in mind that school was something that I would have to focus on 100%, and that it was going to be difficult because being a student is difficult. And I just knew that I needed to push myself. My senior year, I was no longer an ESL student. I wasn't taking ESL classes anymore. I was taking APs and honors. I had many questions. I doubted that I could afford going to college. When I expressed my concerns to my guidance counselor, she grabbed a piece of paper and a pen and started writing a bunch of schools that I would qualify for. And by the time, she already knew I was the valedictorian, but I didn't know. When I was told I was the valedictorian, I felt a lot of pressure into maintaining that ranking. Once I found myself in that position, I wanted to be a role model for students that are like me. Being the valedictorian helped me to break the stereotype. Education is really important for me because it's not just about money. It's the growth that I can get from education. My college experience has been great. I knew that studying at Holy Cross, I had to step out of my comfort zone. One of my future goals is to own my own business. 2 is to be financially independent. 3 is to take care of my family. 4 is to continuing my studies, earning my PhD. My advice to school leaders and teachers is, in order for students to reach their full potential, teachers should receive more training to be more understanding of students' cultures. Also, implementing more college-ready courses would be ideal, as I had issues transitioning from high school to college. From my experience, that would be helpful. When I look back and think that I've only been here for 6 years and I've made a lot of improvement, and I've become a role model for many students. When I share my story with my peers in college was when I started recognizing how huge my improvement had been. Never give up.